like to know if our original schemes actually work, if we do them correctly. And then we'll be able to make an adjustment. But, you know, it's funny.
I was going to say, why are you yelling at me? I didn't miss any assignments.
So my wife, a former basketball player, coach Division I, she said, you really should try to keep contact with Stewie on some of these pick and rolls. I was like, yeah, that's what we were supposed to do. Yeah. She's like, it looked like you guys were kind of hedging. I'm like, yeah, we don't even do that. Like, that's how badly our schemes were off. When, you know, people are like, hey, you should try to. I'm like, we were supposed to be doing that, but we didn't do that at all. So, you know, I think we'll come in locked in defensively. You know, a lot of times, shot-wise, I think there's some stuff that we can do to help ourselves on the offensive end. Obviously, we need had 38 possessions of 1 or 0 passes, and you know that's the thing with trying to create new habits and new identities in teams, is that when it gets pressure filled, the human nature thing is to revert back to what you know. So I tried to nip that in the bud as quick as I could, and I think you'll see a different Aces team tonight.
Becky Hammon in the house, getting ready for game number 2, semifinals, Aces and the Storm. From an offensive standpoint, when you see that Asia only had 10 shots and Kia Stokes takes 7, and there really wasn't much balance that you normally get, is that something that you're vocal about, and how do you approach that with the team?
Look, our offense is still based somewhat of reads, and you know there is a reason why Kia, I'm watching Tina shoot and I said her name. Kia, you know, a lot of times they weren't guarding Kia, so we want to move Kia, we want to make her a screener, we want to get her on the glass a little bit more. But when we brought in Rupert, especially in that second half, you know, we got layups. They don't want to come off her, so we can mix up our looks a little bit more. But Kia missed some layups. She got to make those. That's it. And she will tonight.
All right. Let's talk about some of the postseason awards. We've talked about your Coach of the Year. I understand you're going to be getting some hardware from Kathy Engelbert tonight, along with Asia Wilson and Jackie Young. I want to ask you about Jackie. You know, she earned the Most Improved Player. Thoughts on her this season, and also your thoughts on her when you first got here, and Jackie's development from day one to where we are now?
She's just tapping her potential. That's my thoughts on it. She's putting in a lot of work. She will continue to put in work because that's just who she is. So she'll continue to improve. But I see her game elevating every year. You know, she was in MVP contention before her injury, and I don't know if she's quite gotten back to that status yet, but it's in there. It's definitely in there. You saw Asia emerge during that time, KP. So we have a lot of capable things, but at the end of the day, I think Jackie, you know, she becomes a big part. You know, you could say big 3, big 4, because you can't understate Chelsea Gray, making everybody around us better in our floor general. But Jackie's someone who, she has the physical giftings and tools to impose her will, and so I need her mindset. And so that was a lot of it, not just reps in this set. I need the mindset to switch over to being a dominant scorer, imposing your will, putting people in the rim, because she has that big body, that big frame. And so now it's just about getting her downhill in a healthy mix of, you know, not taking away her mid-range, but getting some threes up and then getting to that rim, because she is the one player that I think physically can get to the rim when she decides to.
Right.
And I tell her all the time, if I had your big body and your strength, like I would be a jerk. I would be a jerk.
And we did.
She's not a jerk. She's too nice.
Right, exactly. Like you said before, she's country. You know, she's too nice.
Hey, we country girls, but we got some dogs in us.
Yeah, of course you do. Of course you do.
All right.
And speaking of which, we really didn't see much of that from Jackie with the offensive attack. Is that something that you addressed with her?
Yeah, and I mean, some of it is on her. You know, I told Asia, I said, you got to, you know, help in your own recovery too. When you need the ball, you can say, give me the ball. Yeah. You hold that kind of respect. You are our leader. Like, you demand that kind of respect, and you're allowed to say that. And Coach Hammond's not going to be like, oh, she's being selfish. No. Like, you got to help it too and demand the ball, because you're open, you know, and I can't call a timeout every time they miss you. Yeah. So it's a constant message of playing the right way. And even Asia's required to play the right way. If they bring 2-3 people, Asia, you're kicking it out. I don't care who you are. Playing the right way, and we will shoot more uncontested shots and make more shots at the end of the night. That's it.
Asia, Defensive Player of the Year. Thoughts?
Oh, my God. So, like, you go back, and we've had some of these highlight tapes, and some of her shot blocking, I mean, it's just disrespectful. It's like playing your little sister at times. It's just, ew. I mean, some of her just monster blocks and
nasty.
nasty. Really,
it's great.
just nasty. Like, I don't really know how to articulate it other than like, ew.
Yeah. It's what we say.
She had some in Dallas. I mean, she's had some, and they're just so demonstrative and powerful. Like such acts of dominance, dominance. And so, I thought she was well deserving. I thought she played her tail off that end of the floor. For the majority of the year, and learned a whole new defensive system. Right. Because what we were asking her to do, front the post, get around, guard point guards, guard two guards. I mean, she has expanded her defensive game so much, and to her credit, she really just tackled that. Because I can tell you, I don't know if I haven't asked her this, but I'm like, was it the goal to get Defensive Player of the Year, or you just went and decided to do it?
I got to take credit because I brought it up about before midseason. I said, we're going to start a campaign for Asian defensive issues. I want that. I'm greedy. There it is. I'm going to take credit. No.
You can't take credit because I said it like 2 weeks into the season.
Okay,
midway,
fine.
It took you that long to catch on.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, my bad. That's why you're the head coach. All right, I'm just the assistant here, okay? As you get ready for game 2, how do you approach the mental side of this, especially coming off the game 1? And, do you have any situational type of go-to things that you've either learned from Greg Popovich or anything else? Because some coaches have something in their back pocket. Okay, this is my go-to speech.
I'm not there yet.
Okay.
I have one. Okay. But I don't feel that kind of desperation yet. Yeah. If they need a motivational speech tonight, we should not move on. We should not. We don't deserve it. If I have to motivate you mentally tonight, you could just get out the gym. You can just go home right now if I have to do that. I should not have to do that tonight. They understand. They're big girls. They're professionals. They know what's on the line. They know what it means. And they will or they won't, but I think they will tonight.
I think that your message to them in the last couple of days, that they have heeded to it, they've heard it, and I think you've approached it great. And I think everyone's expecting a full force effort tonight.
I think at the end of the day, and I told them this, I think pretty much after the game last time and the next day in film, I just need you to be who you've been this whole time. This, the first part of the season, and then this last month and a half. Just be that team, and that team will be great enough.
Right. Final thing here, we know that De'Arca Hamby practiced yesterday. She was upgraded to questionable, still with the right bone knee. What is the latest with her, and what are your thoughts?
She's still questionable.
Okay.
Me and her will talk. I want her out definitely.
I'm sure she wants to get out there.
Yeah, too. And I told her we can't be short-sighted here because A, she is a long-term piece, and B, I need her. It's one thing to go out there and do the drills, this, that. It's another thing to just walk into this kind of a playoff game where the physicality as such and be hit and moved in ways that we can't really simulate in practice until you go live 3-on-3 or 4-on-4 or 5-on-5. I got to get bodies hitting her so that she gets confident in her mind, because I'm not going to test it out on here.
Right.
So we'll see, but there might be a possession or two, maybe even late game, where we want to do something defensively, and all she has to do is go out there and play some D.
Yeah. Don't you feel that she is the type of player too that she can't be 70% or 80%? You want her at 100?
Yes, that's her game. That's her skill set.
Exactly, yeah.
Playing hard is her skill set. Right. That being said, she's had a couple weeks of rest. She is a freakish athlete. Yeah. She's somebody who her body doesn't really, she just bounces back. She's just one of those types of athletes. Genetics ain't fair. So she got them good genetics, so she'll be fine.
Well, we're looking forward to seeing her back on the court as well, too. Becky, great. Good luck tonight. Appreciate the time, as always, and go fire them up.
There's going to be no fire lit tonight. I might gas them, but the fire's already there.
Go pound it, girl. All right, we'll see you later. There she is, Becky Hammon, the head coach of the Las Vegas Aces. Does that make you want to go out there and play? They're fired up. We're going to have 10,000 plus in the house here tonight, ready for starting lineups and tip-off when we come back. You're listening to Aces Basketball here on ESPN Las Vegas.
Did you miss a show? Listen to podcasts from all your favorite ESPN Las Vegas shows at lvsportsnetwork.com, KWWN Las Vegas, and KLAV Las Vegas.
Silver Sevens Hotel and Casino and William Hill Race and Sportsbook are teaming up for another great year of exciting sports action. Sign up for a William Hill, Nevada mobile sports account and you'll receive a $50 bonus on top of your $50 deposit by using promo code GET50. Plus, Silver Sevens Hotel and Casino has newly remodeled rooms, redesigned suites, new private cabanas, and an updated spacious gaming floor with over 400 slot machines and $3 electronic table games. Don't miss all the action at Silver Sevens Hotel and Casino on the corner of Flamingo and Paradise.
The biggest pro football overlays in Vegas are back with $12 million in guaranteed prizes only at Circa Sports, with 2 ways to win and no rate. Circa Million with quarterly payouts and 100% payback. And Circa Survivor. Select one team each week with no point spread. Take in the big money with $12 million in guaranteed prizes. Enter in Vegas, play from anywhere. Visit circasports.com for details.
Hey Chuck, I gotta tell you, I love the fact that I can find out exactly how much I qualify for at Dollar Loan Center even before I need a loan.
People are always curious about how much cash they can get, and it's way better to know this before you're in a pinch. Let's say you don't quite need a loan today, but might every so often and really just want to find out how much you qualify for and how it works. We do this every day at Dollar Loan Center, and the customers really dig it.
And it's free, right?
Of course. We process your application, let you know how much you qualify for, and then you're ready to go when you need a loan down the line.
That was Chuck, founder of Dollar Loan Center, where you can get up to $5,000 in just minutes, or just stop in to see how much you qualify for. We have over 50 locations, and our friendly Dollar Loan Center staff are ready to help. You can also apply over the phone or online at don'tbebroke.com.
Licensed by Nevada Financial Institutions Division. Customer must meet minimal loan qualifications. To review loan qualifications, visit us at don'tbebroke.com. Certain limitations may apply. Loans are subject to approval.
It's time for Las Vegas Aces basketball.
Here goes Plum on the run. Break out for Asia. Asia, pump fake once. On the glass. Good. Great transition basketball by the Aces. Gray, crossover dribble. Going to step into a jumper. Chelsea Gray's done it again. Bounce pass inside. Hamby. Good. Plum to Hamby. The Aces on the run. Making it happen.
And now, here's the voice of the Las Vegas Aces, T.C. Martin.
And welcome to the Michelob Ultra Arena inside the Mandalay Bay for tonight's WNBA semifinal. Game number 2 between the Las Vegas Aces and the Seattle Storm. T.C. Martin with you courtside here as the Aces try to even up this series at 1 game apiece. They dropped the opener on Sunday afternoon 76-73. It was a Jewel Lloyd, Brianna Stewart, and Tina Charles show as they combined for 63 of the Seattle Storm's 76 points. The Aces come in here as the number 1 seed, lost the ball game basically because they had some careless turnovers down the stretch. They had a brief lead that lasted for a very short time, and they didn't get their first lead until 6 minutes and 9 seconds left in the game, 65-64. The biggest lead they had in game 1 was 3 points. They could not expand on that, and it was a little bit too much Seattle Storm defense and too much efficiency from the visitors. But tonight, the Aces have a packed house. They've just had the celebration and the awards for Becky Hammon, Coach of the Year, A'ja Wilson, the Defensive Player of the Year, and Jackie Young, the Most Improved Player of the Year. Those awards presented by WNBA Commissioner Kathy Engelbert here tonight, and the crowd is ready to go. The Aces, basically in a must-win situation to tie this up. Games 3 and 4, if necessary, will be in Seattle. And Game 3 will be on Sunday, Game 4 Tuesday, and then if this does go to a 5th and deciding game, it would be back here at the Michelob Ultra Arena 1 week from tonight, next Thursday. All right, your keys to the game. the Aces need to erase the memory of Game 1. They need to be professionals and not let that carry over. They looked good in practice the last couple days. Seems like they put this behind them, and they are ready to attack tonight. They also need to get A'ja Wilson off to a good start. She only had 8 points in game number 1. You need to get her involved in the offense. We've seen this happen in the last round, the opening round against the Phoenix Mercury. Even though the Aces won going away, A'ja Wilson had a very slow start in that game and only ended up with 8 points. She ended up with 8 points in game 1 of the semis. They got to D-up Jewell Loyd and Breanna Stewart and Tina Charles as well, too. So they've got to make that happen on the defensive end tonight. And then finally, reclaim home court advantage. Utilize this sellout crowd of 10,000 plus here tonight. Get them going early. Get off to a good start. And as Becky Hammon says, you got to pound that, and we'll leave the rest blank for you. Here's your starting lineups for tonight's game. For the Seattle Storm, they will start Stephanie Talbot at forward, 6'2" in her 5th year out of Australia. She is joined in the front court by Breanna Stewart, the 6'4" forward in her 6th year from UConn, averaging 22 points, 7 rebounds per game. Stewart, a 2-time finals MVP. Tina Charles is in the middle, the 6'4" center in her 12th year from UConn, 13 points and 8 rebounds. And then the backcourt of Jewell Loyd in her 8th year from Notre Dame, the 5'10" guard. And she is joined by the greatest of all time, Sue Bird, the 5'9" guard in her 19th year from UConn. Only averaging 8 points, but she does average 6 assists. She had 12 assists in game number 1. She's a 4-time WNBA champ and a 13-time All-Star. The head coach is Noelle Quinn in her 2nd year. The Aces will start A'ja Wilson up front along with Kia Stokes. The backcourt of Jackie Young, Kelsey Plum, and Chelsea Gray. And the head coach, the coach of the year, Becky Hammon in her 1st season with the Aces. The Aces come in here with an overall record of 28-11. It was 26-10 at the end of the regular season. 15-6 overall on the home floor. And they have won 11 of the last 14 games. The crowd is on their feet. We are ready to go. The Aces are donned in their black jerseys, trimmed in gold and white. Seattle in the white, trimmed in green and gold. We'll tip it up. The Aces will be going left to right on your radio dial as we get underway from the Mandalay Bay. Game 2, the WNBA semifinals. So thank you for joining us here on your home for Aces basketball, ESPN Las Vegas. A'ja wins the tip. And here we go. Chelsea Gray with the first possession. Gives it to A'ja at the high post. A'ja looks inside. Dribble handoff to Plum. KP has it. Inside by Tina Charles with the right hand reverse and good. KP for a quick deuce. 2-0 Aces. Here comes Sue Bird, races up court. First possession for Seattle. A'ja comes out on her. We're not seeing a double team or a trapping like we saw in the first period of game 1. Tina Charles steps into a 17-foot jumper and nails it. We're tied at 2. Gray brings it up for the Aces. Lively crowd again. This is playoff basketball. Aces must win situation here tonight to tie this series up back at 1. Jackie Young, a long 3, no good. Looked like Breanna Stewart got a piece of it. It was an air ball into the hands of Loyd. Back to Tina Charles. She's going to fire again. This time she misses, and Young comes down with a rebound for the Aces. Here comes Jay Wyatt across the timeline, keeps it herself. With the right-hand dribble, gets a pick from Stokes, now kicks it to the corner to Gray. Inside to A'ja. She turnaround jumper. Boom! A'ja Wilson just like that. And I can't believe Tina Charles just kind of let her shoot that. Because we know that Becky Hammon's making a point of emphasis. Let A'ja touch the ball early and often. Bird, top of the key, stops her dribble. A'ja's guarding Bird. A little mismatch now, though. Plum is on Stewart. Stewie has 6 inches on her. Kicks it inside to Talbot. Rejected by Chelsea Gray. The ball goes off the Talbot's leg. Aces basketball. Frenzy here tonight. As we talked about with Becky Hammon, when the Aces get a block shot, especially A'ja, it is crazy. Just downright nasty. Plum has it, penetrates inside, now kicks it open to Chelsea Gray for 3. Front rim, no good. Stewart corrals the rebound for Seattle. Stewart's going to bring it up herself and play point guard here this possession. Top of the key, lets it fire from 3, nothing but net. Breanna Stewart. Averaging 22 points per game. 5-4, Seattle. Gray to Young. the free throw line. Back out to Gray. Crossover dribble works on Jewel Lloyd. There goes Gray. Follow a J is nothing but cotton right there for Chelsea Gray. Good start for Gray. Good start for the Aces as they've connected on 3 of their first 5 shots. Seattle's hit 2 of 4. Lloyd has it. In the left wing, now dribbles to the top of the key, over to Tina Charles. Charles swings it over to Bird. Sue Bird thinks about a shot, and that kicks it to Talbot. Talbot looks inside to a wide open Tina Charles for a deuce. Asia got lost in the shuffle there, and Charles was wide open. Charles at 6'4", a menace down low. There goes Plum, spins, wheels, deals, off the glass, no good. Charles rebound. Outlet pass to Sue Bird. She races up the court. Right by Plum, all the way to glass. Rejected by, guess who? The MVP. Oh, I'm sorry, the Defensive Player of the Year. The former MVP, Asia Wilson. And we're thinking, hopefully, the current MVP this year, and that'll be announced coming up in a few days. But Asia with her first block of the night. Nicely done by Wilson. Bird will inbound for Seattle underneath their own hoop. Lobs it inside to Charles. Follow-away jumper over Asia, rims out. Asia comes down with a rebound. Outlet pass to Plum. Plum's on the run. Here she comes in the left wing. Now gives it to Stokes with her first touch. To Asia from 18. Front rim no good. Talbot comes down with a rebound and dribbles across the timeline. Talbot still with the dribble to Charles. Swings it over to Lloyd. Back to Bird in the corner. Front of the Aces bench. Tipped by Gray into the hands of Stewie. Stewie's going to let another 3 fly. No good. Back rim. Young with the rebound. Here comes Jay Wyatt to the left flank. Dribbles by Mark Davis. Now throws it over to Chelsea Gray. Gray's got it. Asia's demanding the ball. She wants the ball. She's got the ball. Turnaround jumper. Back rim. No good. Asia's getting what she wants, and that was the message, and we figured that. Aces down by 1, 7-6. We played 4 minutes. Gray inside to Lloyd. Stokes comes out on her, contests the shot nicely with Jewel Lloyd Drano. 9-6 Seattle. Good defense by Kia Stokes, but that follow-away jumper lethal. Jewel Lloyd's follow-away jumper is very similar to Chelsea Gray. Gray inside to Asia. Left-hand jump hook over Tina Charles again. They're both about the same size. Looks like Tina has maybe a half inch on Asia, though. It's 9-8. Aces trail by 1. Charles has the ball. Thinks about another long-distance shot, but gives it up instead to Lloyd. By Plum, draws contact. This was going to be on KP, and that will mean free throws for Jewel Lloyd. So Lloyd had 26 points in game number 1. And she'll go to the free throw line. Raquana Williams will check in here. So Lloyd to the free throw line. Lloyd, a 84% free throw shooter. Takes her time. First one back rim, but drops down. Wasn't pretty, but score the point for Jewel Lloyd. So Williams checks in and Kia Stokes goes out. So that's an interesting move. That's different for Becky Hammond. Playing 4 guards right now. With Asia the lone big. So I see what Becky's going to try to do, to try to spread this floor out here, create some driving lanes and some open jumpers, especially from 3 points, the 3-point land. Free throw is good by Lloyd. She hits them both. It's 11-8 Seattle. Gray now has it. Guarded by Lloyd. Gray, little size advantage there. Fires a pass to the corner to Jackie Young for 3. Back rim, no good. Asia battles for the rebound, but it's taken away by Lloyd. Long outlet pass. Stewart tries to leak out. We saw that from Seattle with the 16 fast break points in the last game. None for the Aces, but the Aces do a good job of getting back here. Talbot penetrates inside, kicks it over to Charles, to Sue Bird. Bird open, in and out, no good. From 19 feet, and Chelsea Gray comes down with a rebound. Chelsea. Eyes in the back of her head. Eyes side to side. Stops. Fires. 3. Boom. Shaka laka laka boom. Early on, Chelsea Gray making a statement. Gray, who has won a championship with the LA Sparks in 2016. And we know she's been very vocal with this team. We talked about that with Kelsey Plum during the pregame show. In the interview we had with KP, talking about the experience that both Raquana Williams and Chelsea Gray have. We've got a foul away from the ball. We're going to get Jackie Young. That'll be her first personal. 4:31 remaining. We've got ourselves a good one. We're tied at 11 here inside the Michelob Ultra Arena. It's the Aces 11, it's Seattle 11, and you're listening to Aces Basketball here on ESPN Las Vegas.
This is Aces Basketball on ESPN Las Vegas.
Football's back, and Rampart Casino's Race and Sportsbook is the place to be. Win even if your bet doesn't with play-action payouts. Earn drawing entries with each bet to score up to $500 cash every Tuesday at noon. Catch the action with $2 draft beers, $5 shots, and more. Get free food at Clubhouse Deli or buffet discounts with every $50 parlay card wager. Plus, we have 15-minute sports better parking to get your bets in fast. Rampart Casino, your home for play action and payouts.
Don't miss the William Hill Radio Show, hosted by Paul Howard. Now live every Friday from 6 to 7 p.m. at the William Hill Sportsbook inside Palms Casino Resort. He'll break down all the latest betting action, including the odds, matchups, and who bettors are backing the most. After the William Hill Radio Show, make the William Hill Sportsbook at Palms Casino Resort your home for betting with live, continuous in-game wagering. Don't miss the William Hill Radio Show every Friday from 6 to 7 p.m. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call or text 1-800-522-4700.
Are you aware approximately 15% of all babies have complicated births? Time to make a difference. Positively Kids is here to help. Hello, I'm Fred Schultz, CEO of Positively Kids. For over 20 years, our local nonprofit has provided care to thousands of children in Southern Nevada. Our mission is to help children with critical healthcare needs so they can reach their full potential. Please visit positivelykids.org to find out more about the services we provide and how they may be able to help a child you know, or how you may be able to help us. Check out positivelykids.org.
Since 1927, Volvo has made cars safe, personal, and sustainable. With soaring fuel prices, there's never been a better time to discover the new extended-range Volvo T8 hybrids. The new Volvo plug-in hybrids provide the benefits of a full electric vehicle, while also having a gas engine for those longer trips. Visit the brand new Finley Volvo Cars Las Vegas, located in the Southwest at Rainbow in the 215, and online at finleyvolvo.com.
Suicide is the second leading cause of death for Nevadans 8 to 24 years old. Is your child at risk? Look for the signs, and if they're struggling, get them help. Free resources are available at mentalhealthresourcesnv.org.
Let's rejoin Aces Basketball with TC Martin on ESPN Las Vegas.
Back at the Michelob Ultra Arena here inside the Mandalay Bay. And we are locked in a good one early on, 11 points apiece. 4:31 remaining here in the first quarter. The Aces shooting it pretty well. 46%, 5 for 11. Seattle 4 for 10 early on at 40%. So Seattle inbound, off the timeout. And it's Bird to Talbot. Talbot, and then we have a whistle away from the ball. Looks like Jackie Young, she could be whistled for her second personal here. Her and Breanna Stewart getting a little shoving match. And it is on Jackie. So Becky doesn't like that. Jackie got her arms up in the air. Doesn't understand that call. But could be an issue. All right, Jackie with 2. Here comes Seattle. Inbounds to Talbot. Charles to Stewart. And there's Jackie guarding Stewart. See if Stewart takes advantage. Instead, she throws the ball in to the crowd, but it's tipped by Raquana Williams. She was trying to go to the corner to Jewel Lloyd in front of the Aces bench, but out of bounds, and Seattle retains possession, but only 3 on the shot clock. We'll see if they recognize that here. Becky Hammond recognized it, put pressure on the inbound. Bird has it. She's not going to get a shot off. Shot clock violation. Great defense. So Bird got to the top of the key. Bad pass there, and she fumbled the pass. Rarely see Sue Bird do that. So Williams will inbound for the Aces in front of us here at midcourt, and Gray brings it up. Aces trying to get the lead here. We're tied at 11. Asia back to the basket, top of the key, kicks it to Jackie for 3. J.Y. ring it up. Aces up by 3, 14-11. Bird to Charles, left elbow. Asia playing very good defense. Breanna Stewart, and there's Jackie. Puts a hand up, shoots over, no good. Plum with a rebound. Here comes Plum. It's 3-on-3. Now everyone gets back. It's 5-on-5, and there's Jackie. And then Asia and Charles are battling down low. Whistle, and that'll be on Tina Charles. So her first foul. Actually, they're going to get the foul on Talbot instead. So not Charles, on Talbot. Aces inbound. Behind the back pass from Chelsea Gray to Raquana Williams for three. Back rim, no good. Talbot with a rebound, fires a pass to Bird. Bird gets picked up by Gray. There goes Stewie. Jackie Young is going to get the assignment here. Another turnaround jumper by Brianna Stewart, and she hits another. 5 for Stewie. Asia now has it. One dribble, gives it to Plum. Plum, step back, rejected by Talbot. So Plum with a step back jumper, and Talbot wasn't going for it. And threw that one in the first row. Aces will inbound. 3:08 to play, first period. 16 on the shot clock. Gray will inbound. Underneath the Aces hoop. Left side. Kicks it over to Plum. Plum to Jackie, back to Plum. Plum's thinking about a three, penetrates inside with the shields off with the right hand. Left hand kisses it off the glass over Brianna Stewart. Aces back up by 3, 16-13. Nicely done by Plum, not settling for the jumper and going inside. Tina Charles loses the ball, but it goes in the hands of Talbot, and she drains a three. So the ball was batted away. Tina Charles on the right wing went back to Talbot, and she hits the three, and we're tied at 16. Gray has it with the dribble. Bird on her. Chelsea trying to cross her over. Put an offensive foul on Chelsea Gray, and trying to say Bird with the flop here. Chelsea is irate. Got to be careful here. Official gave Chelsea Gray a warning, did not give her a tee. They're going to say offensive foul, and they did give Chelsea a tee. Not putting up with it. And Chelsea Gray picks up a personal and then a technical. And that'll mean a free throw for Brianna Stewart here. So Stewie goes to the line and hits the technical. So Gray irate, felt that Sue Bird flopped. Well, it looks like she did. All right, well, Seattle will inbound. A chance for a 3 or maybe even a 4-point play opportunity. Here goes Tina Charles, is open down low, works on Jackie, misses a shot, gets her own rebound, and a right-hand jump hook. A patented Tina Charles move. So 3-point possession there for Seattle, and they're up by 3. So the last 6 scored by the Storm, 19-16. And there's a foul there as Gray goes inside, threw the ball to the wing to Jackie Young, and Jewel Lloyd fouled Young. So the two Notre Damers going at it there, Lloyd and Young. So Gray's going to take a blow here. And Asia will inbound, and Kia Stokes comes back in. Inbound pass to Young, swings it over to Plum. Plum drives on Lloyd, fade away, no good, so Plum misses that one, and Charles comes down with a rebound. Here comes Bird again, racing down the court to Stewart. Stewart over Asia, score the bucket. Transition basketball. The Aces still haven't scored in the fast break point yet, and Seattle gets there first. There's Plum at the top of the key. Aces trail by 5 now, their largest deficit thus far. 1:35 to play here. Kia Stokes is open for 3. They're going to let her have, not for 3, for 2, and she misses everything by 2 feet. A 12-footer that went 10 feet by Kia Stokes. Not the shot the Aces want, and there's another dip down low to Tina Charles. So Aces fell asleep on that possession, and just like that, the Seattle Storm have scored 10 unanswered. It was 16-13 Aces, is now 23-16 Seattle.
It's the Aces Radio Network on ESPN Las Vegas.
Save up to $1,000 on select Serta, Silly, Beauty Rest, and Purple mattresses. And get up to a $300 free gift at the Best Mattress Labor Day sale. Hi, I'm Dave Mizrahi, owner of Best Mattress. Experience the amazing new advances in mattresses. More support, regulated temperature, targeted pressure relief, even help with snoring. Plus, get a free gas card up to $150 on select Perfect Sleeper and Beauty Rest mattresses. We've got quick delivery and easy financing too. Best Mattress. Sleep easy, friends. See store for details.
The Westgate Super Contest is back and better than ever. With more ways to win, the Westgate Super Contest is the pro football contest that every fan needs to be in. The Ultimate Pro Football Handicapping Challenge is back for its 35th year with over $1 million in guaranteed prizes. This year's Super Contest features 11 in-season contests, including 2 9-week contests plus an overall champion. That's 12 ways to win and 100% payback. Backed by popular demand is the winner-take-all Super Contest Gold and the second half Super Contest Reboot. With more ways to win, the Westgate Super Contest is the pro football contest that every fan needs to be in. Sign up today through Saturday, September 10th at 3 p.m. The Westgate Super Contest, the ultimate pro football handicapping challenge, only at the Westgate, Las Vegas.
All winners are in aggregate payouts. For official rules, visit westgatelasvegas.com.
Supply. Let's get back to the hardwood with T.C. Martin on ESPN Las Vegas.
A 10-0 run by the Seattle Storm have given them a 7-point lead with a minute 20 to play here in the first quarter. So Becky Hammond used her first timeout, not happy with the defense for the Aces the last 3 trips. So Jackie Young has the top of the key, gives it to Asia at the elbow. Inside to Raquana Williams, ball batted out of bounds off the Williams, and turnover for Las Vegas. So Seattle has a chance to build on the 7-point lead here. Bird now has it. Crosses the timeline. Plum guarding her. To Lloyd. Lloyd hasn't got off yet. And we'll say that word yet because she can light it up big time. Bounce pass inside to Stewart. Stewart now cannot get off a shot. Inside to Epiphany Prince. She drives the lane, no good. And Stokes comes down with a rebound. Prince, a former member of the Las Vegas Aces, was here in 2019, and now there's a pass from Plum to Jackie. She gives a pocket pass to Asia in the left block, and Asia will follow on jumper, no good, and that one is an air ball as well. So the Aces have had 2 air balls in the last 2 possessions, one from Stokes and one from Wilson. And then mix in a turnover there as well. Jewel Lloyd spins, turnaround jumper, no good, into the hands of Plum. 20 seconds to go, last shot time for the quarter here for the Aces. Game clock and shot clock synced up here, 14 seconds. Plum has it with the right-hand dribble. Lloyd guards her, gets a pick now from Raquana Williams. Bird switches off. Plum nearly loses the ball and does lose the ball off her foot. Reminiscent of what we saw in the final minute of Game 1, which helped seal the deal for Seattle. So Seattle will inbound with 5 seconds to go, length of the court. Inbounded to Lloyd, comes across the timeline. Lloyd with 2, with 1, heaves it up and misses. So the Aces close the quarter here, not in good fashion, as Seattle outscores them 10-0, and Seattle has a 23-16 lead at the end of 1. And you're listening to Aces Basketball here on ESPN Las Vegas.
This is Aces Basketball on ESPN Las Vegas.
Silver Sevens Hotel and Casino and William Hill Race and Sportsbook are teaming up for another great year of exciting sports action. Sign up for a William Hill, Nevada mobile sports account and you'll receive a $50 bonus on top of your $50 deposit by using promo code GET50. Plus, Silver Sevens Hotel and Casino has newly remodeled rooms, redesigned suites, new private cabanas, and an updated spacious gaming floor with over 400 slot machines and $3 electronic table games. Don't miss all the action at Silver Sevens Hotel and Casino on the corner of Flamingo and Paradise.
Running a business gets more complicated every year, so you need a trusted advisor in your corner, especially when it comes to your workers' comp program. Pro Group Management has been helping Nevada's self-insured businesses for over 20 years. Whether your business is retail, trucking, building, agriculture, or auto, our team has the expertise to make sure your coverage meets your needs and at a price that fits your budget. Our award-winning team keeps track of all the important regulatory issues that impact your business. We help with safety, compliance, and inspections, because that's what you should expect from a trusted business partner. Find out how to have Pro Group Management work for you. Visit our website at pgmnv.com to receive a free cost savings analysis now. That's pgmnv.com or call our Las Vegas office at 702-740-4380. Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
Hey, John.
Yes, Steph?
It's Tuesday, and we're still selling lots of cars.
Of course we sell lots of cars. At Finley Toyota, we make purchasing a car super easy. From the moment the customer arrives, they are greeted by our amazing staff. Or if it's service they need, one of our top-notch service specialists will take over and manage their repair from start to finish in our state-of-the-art facility. Also here at Finley Toyota.
Yeah, of course. But on a Tuesday?
That's right, Steph. At Finley Toyota, we sell the most cars every day of the week, even on a Tuesday.
It's an early season showdown in college football as Notre Dame travels to the Ohio State for some action on the gridiron. Saturday at 4 on ESPN Las Vegas.
Brought to you by Finley Chevrolet, home of the...
What's up, y'all? This is Kelsey Plum. You're listening to Las Vegas Aces basketball on ESPN Las Vegas.
One quarter in the books here tonight at the Michelob Ultra Arena, Mandalay Bay, and the Las Vegas Aces trailed by 7, a little reminiscent the last couple minutes of what we saw in Game 1 where the Aces trailed 26-15, trailed by 11 in Game 1. They trailed by 7 in this one. Aces had themselves a 5-point lead, and then Seattle went on a 10-0 scoring run. So 7-point deficit currently right now for the Aces. The shooting percentages have dipped for the Aces and risen for the Storm. Storm now 9 for 20, 45% in the first quarter, and the Aces 7 for 18 at 39%. Seattle start the quarter with the basketball. Prince over to Bird. Prince back at the top of the key, looking inside for Megbagor, who checks in, and there's a turnaround jumper, and checked by Kia Stokes. Credit Stokes with the block. Gray comes up with it, and here come the Aces. To Wilson at the top of the key. Dribble handoff to Jackie. Swings it around back to Gray on the left wing. 25 feet away. Now to Asia. Asia's got it. She wants to work on Megbagor. Up, under. Nice move by Asia, and she draws a foul. Becky Hammond wanted that foul there, and Megbagor thought that she got a block, but Asia will get 2 free throws, and it'll be her first trip to the line tonight. It'll be the Aces' first trip to the free throw line after 10.5 minutes. So 2 shots for the Defensive Player of the Year. Got her award tonight, along with Jackie Young getting her award for Most Improved Player, and Becky Hammond for Coach of the Year. So a lot of hardware dished out here tonight before the game. And Asia misses the second free throw. So she hits 1 of 2, and the Aces are down 6, 23-17. Bird now has it. And gives it up to Prince. Prince with a left-hand dribble gives it to Stewart, the left elbow. Stokes thought about coming over and didn't, and then Raquana Williams pushes Stewart down, and there's the foul. So it's on the pass, so Seattle will inbound in front of the Aces bench. In front of the Storm's own bucket here. So Talbot triggers the inbound to Bird. And Bird now has the top of the key, runs the offense. Talbot inside for Stewie. Stewie off the glass with the left hand and good over Kia Stokes. Nice little cut by Breanna Stewart on the baseline. And a great delivery there by Talbot. There's Gray now, the top of the key. Asia working on Talbot. Asia's going to penetrate inside, forces it up off the glass and good. And Asia's fired up. A lot of contact there. Then they bang bodies. Her and Talbot coming back down the court. 25-19. Becky Hammond wanted to foul big time there. Still talking to the officials about it. Stewart now getting aggressive. Works on Asia. Off the glass and good. Exchange hard buckets there. Wilson and Stewart. We talk about the intensity. It's only going to ratchet up the farther the series goes. And especially tonight. Must-win game for the Aces. Do not want to lose 2 games on their home floor. Wilson now has it. Works on Stewie. Asia stops, fires, gets fouled. So 2 more free throws. And you can just see the look in Asia Wilson's eyes tonight. It's like game on. So Kelsey Plum, who sat the final 5 minutes of the first quarter, is going to check in here with 8 minutes remaining here in the second. So 2 more for Asia. Went 1 for 2. Last time she was there, just a minute ago. First free throw, up and good. Plum back in. Stokes out. So there's Becky again going with the 4 guards. So on the floor for the Aces, you have Williams, Plum, Gray, Young, and Wilson, the only big. And if Raquana Williams is going to be in the game, they need to get some offense from her, especially from three. Wilson's second free throw up and in and out. So she split a pair just like she did the last time. Asia 2 for 4 now, 27-20, Storm. Charles back in the game. Charles swings it over to Brianne January, who just checked in. And Stewart now has it, working on Jackie. Stewie with the left-hand dribble, fall-away jumper. She's money again. Brianna Stewart had 24 in game one. She leads all scorers tonight with 14. We've talked about before how Stewart has gotten off to slow starts against the Aces. Has not happened the first two games of this series, which is a bad sign for the Aces. Chelsea Gray going to launch a three. Hits a three. There you go. Aces needed that one. Chelsea Gray from the left wing. 29-23. Aces now 3 for 7 from beyond the arc. Lloyd, cross-court pass to January. January drives to the top, to Talbot, back to January. January thinks about a three, now kicks it over to Charles. Charles going to fire one with 3 on the shot clock. Rims out. Gray with the rebound. Here come the Aces. Still no fast break points for the Aces. Gray penetrates inside, bodies up. Lloyd off the glass, no good. Tipped around. Asia in her hands, kisses it off the glass so sweetly. Timeout, Seattle. Aces battling back. We're down 10, or now down 4. 6:46 remaining second quarter. Las Vegas trails 29-25.
It's the Aces Radio Network on ESPN Las Vegas.
Sign up today for a new William Hill Nevada mobile sports account, and you can earn a $50 bonus on top of your original $50 or more deposit using promo code GET50. The William Hill Nevada mobile sports app allows you to bet on the go from any iPhone, iPad, or Android device from anywhere in Nevada. Sign up today, and you'll never miss another bet. With the largest wagering menu, the mobile sports app features live in-play betting on all major sports. For more information and to see participating sign-up locations, visit williamhill.us. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call or text 1-800-522-4700.
This is for the men who never settle, the ones who miss the fairway all day and still pull out the big stick, the type of guys who will always prefer to be behind the grill than in front of the camera, and the men who never let their friends forget about a high school nickname. This is the Lodge mentality. This is Twin Peaks.
Who wants to settle for a single TV? With more TVs, bigger screens, plus our fabulous scenic views, there's more to watch at Twin Peaks.
Hello, Southern Nevada. Ashley here at Jaguar Land Rover Henderson. We have opened our doors to the community, and we are unmatched when it comes to the luxury ownership experience. We offer unparalleled service throughout the dealership and have plenty of vehicles in stock with more on the way. Visit our showroom today and experience the JLR Henderson difference for yourself. Henderson's new home for luxury is Jaguar Land Rover Henderson, located in the Valley Auto Mall and online at jlrhenderson.com.
Hey Chuck, I gotta tell you, I love the fact that I can find out exactly how much I qualify for at Dollar Loan Center even before I need a loan.
People are always curious about how much cash they can get, and it's way better to know this before you're in a pinch. Let's say you don't quite need a loan today, but might every so often and really just want to find out how much you qualify for and how it works. We do this every day at Dollar Loan Center, and the customers really dig it.
And it's free, right?
Of course. We process your application, let you know how much you qualify for, and then you're ready to go when you need a loan down the line.
That was Chuck, founder of Dollar Loan Center, where you can get up to $5,000 in just minutes, or just stop in to see how much you qualify for. We have over 50 locations, and our friendly Dollar Loan Center staff are ready to help. You can also apply over the phone or online at don'tbebroke.com.
Licensed by Nevada Financial Institutions Division. Customer must meet minimal loan qualifications. To review loan qualifications, visit us at don'tbebroke.com. Certain limitations may apply. Loans are subject to approval.
Let's rejoin Aces basketball with TC Martin on ESPN Las Vegas.
All right, the crowd on their feet here again, waving the towels and trying to root the home team on here. They find themselves down 4. Aces had a lead by 5 earlier on, and then Seattle kind of took over towards the end of the first quarter and have continued that lead here. But it's only 4 now, with 6:46 remaining in the second quarter. Aces scoring Asia Wilson. We talked about her getting off to a hot start. Already eclipsed her game 1 total. She's got 10 in this game. Only finished with 8. in game one, so we knew there'd be a concerted effort to get A'ja the ball and get her scoring. She's 4 for 7 from the floor. Here comes Seattle off the timeout. And it's Tina Charles backing in. Kia Stokes, jump hook, no good. And Chelsea Gray comes down with a rebound. Gray with Charles riding her. Chelsea Gray, no look pass inside to Stokes, and she missed it. Great pass by Gray. And Stokes, again, has not looked good in the game one. Missed a couple easy layups, and in this game she's airballed one from 12 feet in that one. She got her shot rejected, and then on the other end, she just gave up another layup. So give Charles that bucket. She's got 8 now. It's 31-25. There goes Jackie driving down the lane, draws some contact, misses the shot, but she'll get free throws. So Ileana Rupert is going to check in. I imagine she's going to check in for Stokes. But Jackie Young will get free throws for the Aces. So it'll be Jackie's first trip to the line here tonight. As we talked about in the pregame show with Becky Hammond, Jackie didn't have that great of game either. Did not have many shots. Wasn't aggressive enough, and we've seen Jackie be much more aggressive in this game here tonight, even though she picked up 2 personal fouls early on. Young hits the first free throw. Rupert is in, and like we mentioned, in for Stokes. Second free throw good for JY as well. 31-27, Aces down by 4, and Brianne January brings it up for Seattle. Plum guards her closely. Lloyd now has it in the left wing. Tries to drive on Plum, follow-away jumper. That was an air ball, and A'ja comes down with it. Tippy toes on the baseline and saves it to Chelsea Gray. Here come the Aces. Try to cut this lead to 2 or maybe 1 with a 3. Gray behind the back dribble. There's a lane open for her. Instead, it kicks it out to A'ja. A'ja penetrates inside off the glass. Contact again. And the defensive player of the year is going to go try to get some more offense at the free throw line. A'ja only 2 for 4 from the free throw line. The first 2 trips, she made the first and missed the second. So let's see if A'ja can get back in that rhythm. First free throw, up and down. Stewart checks back in. Magnum-Gore, she checks out. And Wilson, see if she can convert both of them this time. Does. 31-29, it's the closest the Aces have been in a while. Since about the 5-minute mark of the first quarter. We're approaching the 5-minute mark here in the second. Low 8 to January. January, the top of the key. Thinks about a 3 instead. Gives it to Stewart. Stewart gets the ball batted away by Gray, and that goes off of Brianna Stewart. And they say Seattle basketball. This one's going to get overturned. There it is. The same official who gave Chelsea Gray the technical blew the first call, gets it corrected by the other official, and the Aces will have the basketball. So turnover, and rightly so, as that ball did go off of Brianna Stewart. Here comes Gray, crosses the midcourt stripe. 5 minutes to play. Aces can tie or take the lead with this possession. Rupert to Jackie. Jackie has the top of the key, looking for A'ja. And A'ja now sets a screen and slips, but Jackie's going to take the J. Front rim, no good. Ball batted around. Jackie fighting. Talbot fighting. Ball is thrown back into the hands of Tina Charles. So Bird will walk the ball up this trip to Charles. Pass all over to Talbot. Talbot, she's a sharpshooter in her 5th year from Australia. She had double digits in the last game. There goes Stewie. Stewie out. Works on Jackie. Force up a wild shot. Brick house. Commodores playing there. No good. Here comes Kelsey Plum with the dribble. Up court. A'ja slips inside. Instead, she goes to the corner for Gray. A'ja working inside. Wants the basketball in the low post. There's Chelsea. Bingo! Chelsea Gray, call that one B12 on your bingo card, as number 12 rings it up and the Aces are tied at 31. 3:55 to play before halftime. Nice battle back by the Aces. Stewart to Bird at the top of the key. Bird swings over to wide open Tina Charles from 3. Nothing but cotton. 34-31, Seattle. Gray, bounce pass to Plum in the left wing. Gives it back to Gray. A'ja sets a screen. Gray still has it to Plum for three. Shot fake. Now goes inside, and she makes the shot, but they're going to say foul first on Sue Bird. A little hand check. So Plum got her up in the air, and then Plum started to drive, and they called the foul on Bird. So that'll result, though, in free throws. It wasn't on the shot, but that is a 15 foul. So 2 free throws for KP. So Plum, free throw percentage down a little bit this year. We say down, was hitting about 83%, where Plum career 91% free throw shooter. She hits the first. Second free throw on the way for KP. And front rim no good. So Asia went 1 of 2 on 2 occasions, and Plum just does that now. Aces only 7 for 10 from the free throw line. They were 11 for 11 in game 1. There's Tina Charles, gets the ball inside, left-hand jump hook. She loves that jump hook. She misses that, rims out, and ball knocked out of bounds off of Talbot. Aces basketball. So Aces down 2, and Gray walks the ball up the court. Comes up the left side, back to the basket, keeping the dribble alive. Still with the basketball with Lloyd guarding her. Asia sets a pick. Chelsea behind the back. No look pass to Repair for 3. Long, no good. Asia comes down with a rebound. Asia's got a double team. Asia's looking for help. Kicks it to Gray at the top of the key. 10 on the shot clock. To the corner. Base thinking about a 3. Penetrates. Stops. Pops. No good. Too flat. Charles with the rebound. Outlet pass to Bird. Bird brings it up. Throws it. Kind of a weak pass to Talbot. Talbot has to come and get it. Catch up to it now. Charles gets it. Works on Asia. Up, under, no good. Asia battles for the rebound and comes down with it. Nicely done by the Wilson. Outlet pass to Gray. The Aces will try again to tie or take the lead with a 3. Gray, and we've got an offensive foul on Ileana Repair. That's just a rookie mistake. Didn't even need that. She set a pick for Gray, and that's a turnover for the Aces. Timeout on the floor. 2:20 to play here in the second quarter. The Aces and the Storm locked in a good one right now. It's Seattle by 2.
This is Aces Basketball on ESPN Las Vegas.
Don't miss the William Hill Radio Show, hosted by Paul Howard. Now live every Friday from 6 to 7 p.m. at the William Hill Sportsbook inside Palms Casino Resort. He'll break down all the latest betting action, including the odds, matchups, and who bettors are backing the most. After the William Hill Radio Show, make the William Hill Sportsbook at Palms Casino Resort your home for betting with live, continuous, and game wagering. Don't miss the William Hill Radio Show every Friday from 6 to 7 p.m. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call or text 1-800-522-4700. Lincoln Black Label is your invitation to a uniquely elevated automotive experience revolving around you, including pickup and delivery, premium maintenance, vehicle care, Lincoln Concierge, travel collection, and culinary collection. Finley Lincoln is here to surprise and delight you all the way through your effortless experience. Thinking Lincoln? Then think Finley Lincoln in the Valley Auto Mall, Nevada's only standalone Lincoln Black Label dealership.
Las Vegas never sleeps, and neither does Zip Zap Auto. Now open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Zip Zap Auto offers repairs, smog tests, oil changes, you name it, 24 hours a day. Plus, free diagnostics with qualifying repairs. Zip Zap Auto will come to you anywhere in the valley and will tow your vehicle for free. Plus, loan you a car for free. Don't let your vehicle needs slow you down. Call Zip Zap Auto and keep rolling. 702-644-1400. That's 702-644-1400.
Nick here with Stefano's. Ditch the burgers and fries and go Greek. Stefano's Greek and Mediterranean Grill with 3 valley-wide locations. Stefano's delicious menu includes the best-tasting gyros, kebabs, shawarmas, and tastiest Greek salads, topped with our house-made dressings. Make sure to try our tzatziki and garlic sauce as well. Check out our newest location on East Sahara. Order online or off the app. StefanosLV.com. That's StefanosLV.com. Stefanos, since 1998. Real food, real fast, real healthy.
Let's rejoin Aces Basketball with TC Martin on ESPN Las Vegas.
TC Martin courtside here next to Mixmaster Mateo doing his thing there. Appreciate that, Mateo. Can I request some old school? Can we do that? Got a little funk in you? Come on. Between you and Ari, I expect that. We need that. You know how I roll here. Aces fans are rolling here tonight, too. Aces down by 2, but the fans in the house sell out here tonight, 10,000. So Jackie Young checks back into the game. So the Aces now with Plum, Young, Williams, Gray, and Wilson on the floor. Here we go. Seattle with the basketball. Stewie inside to Charles. Nearly throws it away. They swing to a wide open Talbot. No good. Wilson with another rebound. Wilson doing her thing tonight at both ends of the court. That's exactly what the Aces need. Asia playing more like that MVP candidate and the former MVP from 2020. Young has it with the dribble. Top of the key, gives over to Gray. Inside to Wilson, draws a double team. Asia just discards them both. The two smaller guards, and Jewel Lloyd and Sue Bird. Asia said, get out of here. I'm kissing this one off the glass, and the Aces have tied it at 34. Stewie, inside to Charles. Tie up. Beautiful double team there. As Gray got over along with Young, and we'll have a jump ball. So the officials were talking about who's going to be jumping it up with Charles, and it will be Jackie Young. So Charles at 6'4", and Jackie at 6 foot. So we'll see if Jackie got some hops here. We'll jump it up in front of the Storm bucket. It's up. Charles wins the tap and kicks it to the corner to Stewart. Asia on her. The two MVP candidates going at it here, and Stewie gets the best of Asia there, penetrates on the baseline, and scores it off the glass. Seattle retakes the lead, 36-34. Gray has it. Hanging out near midcourt, still with the dribble. 10 on the shot clock. No one else has touched it on this possession. Gray penetrates inside, nearly loses the ball. Plum has it with 5. Plum's going to have to fire up a wild shot, and does, but she gets bailed out with a foul. So KP to the free throw line. So the Aces have been in the bonus here for the past 4 minutes. And we have 55 seconds left here before halftime. So Aces have done a decent job of converting, but still 7 for 10 at the free throw line tonight, 70%. Becky Hammond would like to see a little better production of the free throw line. So Plum went 1 for 2 her last trip. She's back to the free throw line. First one on the way is good for Plum. Stokes is going to check in for the final 55 seconds here, and Jackie Young will exit. And Becky Hammond does not want Young to pick up her 3rd foul before halftime. So no other ace in any type of foul trouble here. Both free throws good by KP, and we're tied at 36. So Bird will bring it up for the Storm. See if they try to get a 2-for-1 opportunity here. There's Bird, still with the dribble, drives right by Plum. Left hand off the glass, and Bird missed it. She wanted to foul. Outlet from Wilson to Gray. No look pass to Plum. Plum wheels, deals off the glass. No good. A little too soft, and she wanted to foul. She didn't get it. Come the Storm. 25 seconds to go. See if they settle for one. Instead, no, Brianna Stewart throws it away. Threw it off the bottom of the backboard. So an unforced error there by Brianna Stewart, so the Aces will get the final shot of the half. Tied at 36. We're going to be locked into another low-scoring affair, just like in Game 1. And we've seen that with these teams. Seattle usually doesn't like to push the pace, but they did it in Game 1. Even though it was a low-scoring game of only 76-73. All right, so Asia will inbound. Length of the court here. And Gray has it. Game clock, shot clock. In sync here. 20 seconds to go. Gray has it. Right hand dribble. Gets a pick from Wilson. 15 seconds left. Wilson to Young. Young, crossover dribble. Gives it up. Bounce pass to Asia with 7. Draws a double team. Jackie now has it. Jackie's going to have to do something with it. Fires up a wild shot. Air ball into the hands of Talbot. The horn sounds, and we've come to the end of the half. So the Aces do not get a quality possession to close the half there. So we've seen some ragged basketball, but we've seen some very good defense by both sides as well. Hence the score, 36-all. We invite you to hang with us here at halftime. Natalie Williams, the Las Vegas Aces general manager, will join us here at halftime, and then we'll have some stats for you as well. But we've got ourselves a good one. the all-important game number 2 of the best-of-5 series here between the Aces and the Storm. It's the WNBA semifinals here on your home for Las Vegas Aces basketball, ESPN Las Vegas.
It's the Aces Radio Network on ESPN Las Vegas.
Lincoln Black Label is your invitation to a uniquely elevated automotive experience revolving around you, including pickup and delivery, premium maintenance, vehicle care, Lincoln Concierge, travel collection, and culinary collection. Finley Lincoln is here to surprise and delight you all the way through your effortless experience. Thinking Lincoln? Then think Finley Lincoln in the Valley Auto Mall, Nevada's only standalone Lincoln Black Label dealership.
Are you aware approximately 15% of all babies have complicated births? Time to make a difference. Positively Kids is here to help. Hello, I'm Fred Schultz, CEO of Positively Kids. For over 20 years, our local nonprofit has provided care to thousands of children in Southern Nevada. Our mission is to help children with critical healthcare needs so they can reach their full potential. Please visit positivelykids.org to find out more about the services we provide and how they may be able to help a child you know, or how you may be able to help us. Check out positivelykids.org.
Wake up with a CW and start your day with the Wagners.
Catch top stories, traffic, weather, and have a little fun, too.
Weekday mornings at 8 on the CW Las Vegas, Channel 33, Cox Cable 6.
Breaking news, top stories, your weather authority, and sports. We have it all in a fast-paced 30-minute newscast, so you can stay informed and get going with what's next. Watch the CW News at 10.
Brakes Only Mobile Services Shop is where you are. But if it ain't broke, we don't want to fix it. Brakes Only will fix brakes on domestic and foreign cars, medium and heavy-duty trucks, and business fleets. Tires? Nope. Oil changes? Nope. We service brakes only. Call 888-493-3666 to set up your brake job now. Or visit us at brakesonly.net. We do not service bicycles, rollerblades, or construction equipment, as we could be crushed and it would be you to blame. We take cash, credit, Venmo, and Zelle. Tips and gift cards, prepaid cards, thank you cards with gift certificates to fast food joints or restaurants. We are ADA approved since we come to your place. We love pets and they may choose us over you. Juice boxes are our favorites.
Jaguar Land Rover Las Vegas, in addition to having an excellent selection of certified pre-owned Land Rovers and Jaguars, we currently have a great selection of late model, low mile used vehicles available for immediate delivery, many under factory warranty. Hi, this is Ray Donardi, and this means that we have vehicles for virtually every budget and lifestyle. Visit us today at 6425 Roy Horn Way or online at jlrlv.com.
I'm Ari with your Aces Halftime Sports Report. Serena Williams has done it again, upsetting number 2 seed Anett Kontaveit in round 2 of the U.S. Open today, which means Williams, a 23-time Grand Slam champ, will play at least one more singles match in what will likely be the last tournament of an incredible career. In the NFL, one day after being released by the Raiders, the Bears have picked up 2021 first-round pick Alex Leatherwood. Chicago is the only team to put in a waiver claim for Leatherwood just after the NFL Cup Day earlier in the week. College football playoffs. Board of Managers will hold a virtual meeting this Friday that could accelerate playoff expansion to start as early as 2024 if the 11 presidents and chancellors who have the most powerful vote unanimously agree to it. Over to Major League Baseball, quite a few games in progress. Yankees 2-0 lead over the Angels in the bottom of the 5th. Cardinals and Reds tied up at 2 in the top of the 12th. Red Sox have a 6-5 lead over the Twins in the bottom of the 9th. Phillies shutting out the D-backs 5-0 in the bottom of the 4th. And a couple finals from earlier, the White Sox beat the Royals 4-2. Mets 2-1 winners over the Dodgers. And back over to the WNBA semifinals earlier today, just a little earlier. Connecticut and Chicago, they're now tied at 1 game apiece after the Sky got an 85-77 win over the Sun. Game 3 of that series will be this Sunday in Connecticut. It's a 10 a.m. tip. Now let's go back to TC Martin live at the Mandalay Bay Event Center where the Aces and the Storm tied up at a whopping 36. Keep it locked right here. The rest of the halftime show on ESPN Las Vegas.
Your home for UNLV Athletics is right here on ESPN Las Vegas, 1100 AM and 100.9 FM, KWWN Las Vegas.
Are you aware approximately 15% of all babies have complicated births? Time to make a difference. Positively Kids is here to help. Hello, I'm Fred Schultz, CEO of Positively Kids. For over 20 years, our local nonprofit has provided care to thousands of children in Southern Nevada. Our mission is to help children with critical healthcare needs so they can reach their full potential. Please visit positivelykids.org to find out more about the services we provide and how they may be able to help a child you know, or how you may be able to help us. Check out positivelykids.org.
For Han Nakvi with Nakvi Injury Law. Imagine you've been injured in an accident. Now, do you want an assembly line law firm that treats you like a number and settles early for easy money? Hell no. You want an attorney who does everything in his power to translate knowledge and experience into big bucks in your pocket. Call me now for a free consultation at 702-INJURED.
If you've been hurt, Nakvi is the word. Call 702-INJURED.
Since 1927, Volvo has made cars safe, personal, and sustainable. With soaring fuel prices, there's never been a better time to discover the new extended-range Volvo T8 hybrids. The new Volvo plug-in hybrids provide the benefits of a full electric vehicle, while also having a gas engine for those longer trips. Visit the brand new Finley Volvo Cars Las Vegas, located in the Southwest at Rainbow in the 215, and online at finleyvolvo.com.
Guten Tag, this is meine Auto. Und this is meine key. And I only trust one place with meine key. Meine key car care. They are so transparent with e-inspection, which shows photos of the problem and the fix. Meine key is my favorite part of America. And my second favorite part? The cowboys and the horses. Remember, I only trust meine key with meine key. A one-stop shop for total car care.
Right now, get a basic oil change at Meineke for only $29.95. Meineke, doing car care right.
Welcome back to Aces Basketball on ESPN Las Vegas. It's the halftime report with stats, scores, and more.
Welcome back to the Michelob Ultra Arena. TC Martin joined by the Aces general manager, Natalie Williams. Natalie, how you doing?
Oh, man, I'm a little nervous, but I'm proud that our team is hanging in there and we're playing some great defense, and we just got to shoot some threes. That's what we're known for.
8 threes in the first half for the Aces. They only connected on 3 of them, and Seattle's put up 10, but they've only connected on 3. You know, and speaking of the threes, in Game 1, the Aces shot 26% from 3. Seattle only 22. How surprised are you that we're not seeing an abundance of threes, but we're not seeing an abundance of threes made either by either team?
Well, I think, there's probably a little anticipation, a little nervousness, but the threes are part of our game. We've just got to do it. We're great three-point shooters, and I'm sure that's what Becky's telling them at the halftime right now.
Right. You're around this team a lot, not just games, just practices, but just off the court and everything. What has been your sense on how this team has handled the last couple days since the loss in Game 1?
Well, I know they feel that Seattle didn't win the game; we lost it. We were up by 3 points with 3.5 minutes to go, and we're usually great in that time. And unfortunately, we just had some crazy things that happened. The ball go off Kelsey's leg, and the two players running into each other for an out of bounds play. But I think they're really dialed in and focused, and they're ready to win this game. You can tell by the way they're playing defense. They're dialed in today. They are.
A'ja Wilson, as we know, only had 10 shot opportunities, 8 points. She already eclipsed that tonight with 14 points. And this is kind of what we saw with A'ja from Game 1 to Game 2 in the earlier series against Phoenix. You see that Becky kind of made a concerted effort to get her the ball, huh?
Yes, and we had to, because A'ja only had 2 points in the second half. She's our MVP. She's, regardless of what everyone says, we believe she's the MVP.
She is the MVP,
so we've
right.
got to get her the ball, and I think we're doing a good job of that in the first half. We've just got to continue to do it, and then if she gets triple teamed, which she will, kick it out for a 3.
Speaking of the awards, 3 postseason awards already with Becky Hammon, Coach of the Year, with A'ja Wilson, the Defensive Player of the Year, and Jackie Young, the Most Improved Player of the Year. And we do believe there is one more there. State your case for A'ja Wilson for MVP.
Well, she's showing it here in this first half. I mean, she's dominant on the defensive end. She's got 7 rebounds already, right. 14 points. She's a force inside. It's hard to get shots off in there for the other team. And Offensively, you can see what happens when we get it into her. She's improved her game by stretching out to the three-point line, shooting great from there. And so, she's the best player on the best team, and that's my claim.
And I'm with you 100%. Natalie Williams joins us as the general manager of the Las Vegas Aces. And speaking of the postseason awards, it's very unusual that you see, 3 of the 4 awards dished out already have gone to the Aces here. Talk about the construction of this team and how good you feel about it.
Well, I feel great. We've got our core coming back next year. I'm very happy to get all of them signed. And what I really love is that they appreciate each other. They really like each other and playing with each other. So, our goal is to just build a dynasty. And so my job in the off season is just to find the right pieces and see what works to make us an even better team.
What are your thoughts about Ileana Rupert so far?
I think she's a great player. She has a lot to still learn. She's very young. She just turned 21 years old. But she's going to be incredible as she continues on.
And finally, Natalie, as we look forward to the second half here, we know the Aces need to get the ball up from 3 a little bit more. What do you think you need to do to control Breanna Stewart? They have taken care of Jewell Loyd, which has been a problem in the past, and it was in game 1. But Breanna Stewart, we've seen in previous games against the Aces, she started off slow and then kind of caught fire in the second half. These first 2 games, Breanna Stewart's kind of set the pace.
Yeah, she definitely set the pace in the first quarter. Second quarter, we did a much better job being more physical with her, not allowing her to attack the basket. We were double teaming her off the dribble. We just need to continue to be physical with all of them because we don't want to let her get into a rhythm. Definitely, and also stay on Jewell Loyd, of course. Can't let her get hot.
Exactly. Natalie, doing a great job. It's always a pleasure visiting with you, and we'll continue to talk with you during this postseason run.
Thank you. Go Aces.
There you go. Natalie Williams, the general manager of the Las Vegas Aces. When we come back, we will get ready for this second half, and we're locked up at 36 here at the Michelob Ultra Arena at the Mandalay Bay. You're listening to Aces Basketball here on ESPN Las Vegas.
This has been the Las Vegas Aces Halftime Report on ESPN Las Vegas. We'll head back to the booth with T.C. Martin after this.
More lawyer, less fee.
I'm attorney Paul Powell. Have you been injured in a crash? Do you want to win your case? Do you want the insurance companies saying,
It's Paul Powell!
Of course you do. I've spent almost 20 years helping injury victims get paid, and I for sure can help you.
If you're tired of greedy lawyers, call 728-5500 or go to paulpowell.com.
I really can help.
Paul Powell. More lawyer, less fee.
Some restrictions apply.
Don't miss the William Hill Radio Show, hosted by Paul Howard. Now live every Friday from 6 to 7 p.m. at the William Hill Sportsbook inside Palms Casino Resort. He'll break down all the latest betting action, including the odds, matchups, and who bettors are backing the most. After the William Hill Radio Show, make the William Hill Sportsbook at Palms Casino Resort your home for betting with live, continuous in-game wagering. Don't miss the William Hill Radio Show every Friday from 6 to 7 p.m. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call or text 1-800-522-4700. Are you aware approximately 15% of all babies have complicated births? Time to make a difference. Positively Kids is here to help. Hello, I'm Fred Schultz, CEO of Positively Kids. For over 20 years, our local nonprofit has provided care to thousands of children in Southern Nevada. Our mission is to help children with critical healthcare needs so they can reach their full potential. Please visit positivelykids.org to find out more about the services we provide and how they may be able to help a child you know or how you may be able to help us. Check out positivelykids.org.
Jaguar Land Rover Las Vegas, in addition to having an excellent selection of certified pre-owned Land Rovers and Jaguars, we currently have a great selection of late model, low mile used vehicles available for immediate delivery, many under factory warranty. Hi, this is Ray Donardi, and this means that we have vehicles for virtually every budget and lifestyle. Visit us today at 6425 Roy Horn Way or online at jlrlv.com.
Wake up with a CW and start your day with the Wagners.
Catch top stories, traffic, weather, and have a little fun, too.
Weekday mornings at 8 on the CW Las Vegas, Channel 33, Cox Cable 6.
Breaking news, top stories, your weather authority, and sports. We have it all in a fast-paced 30-minute newscast, so you can stay informed and get going with what's next. Watch the CW News at 10.
Wake up with Graney and Bischoff.
He flew to Australia and he thought the plane would go off the edge. He would be doing a barrel roll at some point. Off the edge. Yeah, that if it was flat, he would have done a barrel roll or something. That at some point he would have been upside down in the plane to get to Australia. That's what he expected. And because that didn't happen, he's like, well, I can't be on a globe. So has Shaq never been to the Southern Hemisphere? Apparently not.
It's the Press Box. Weekdays starting at 7 on ESPN Las Vegas.
Hey, it's Asia Wilson, number 22 of the Las Vegas Aces. You're listening to Las Vegas Aces basketball on ESPN Radio.
Second half, here we go. Seattle will start the basketball. And Breanna Stewart leads all scorers with 16 points. Asia Wilson, 14 for the Aces. Here comes Seattle, and Sue Bird gets a pass inside to Tina Charles. She misses the jump shot, and Chelsea Gray comes down with a rebound. Becky Hammond screaming in the opening seconds here of the second half at the official, saying she missed a call, and official just warned Becky Hammond. And the same one that gave Chelsea Gray the tee. So here come the Aces, and there goes Asia Wilson. She gets a lob pass inside from Gray, and she gets fouled. So I'm not sure if this is going to be on the pass or if this is actually going to be shooting. No, they're going to say out of bounds. All right, so the Aces going right to left on your radio dial here in the second half. We're tied at 36, a low-scoring affair. Each team shooting in the lower 40%. The Aces 40%, 12 for 30 in the first half, and Seattle 43%, connecting on 15 of only 35 shots. Asia Wilson, 15-foot jumper off the mark, and Breanna Stewart comes down with it and brings it up herself. Each team has had a possession. Each team's come up empty. Lloyd. We start the second half here. Lloyd, top of the key. 6 on the shot clock. Lloyd penetrates inside over Asia. That's not going to work, and Asia comes down with another rebound. Wilson with her 8th board. To Gray. See if the Aces can take the lead here in the second half. Gray with the left-hand dribble at the top of the key. Stops, fires, 18-footer, no good. And Charles comes down with a rebound. To Bird, to Stephanie Talbot. Talbot has it on the right wing. Stewart's inside, draws a double team, and there's a blocking foul. They're going to probably get Kia Stokes on this one, and they do. So it'll be interesting to see what Becky Hammond does here in the second half with Stokes. Stokes has not been effective offensively or even really defensively tonight. She hasn't scored. She's 0 for 2. She did take 7 shots, which is high for her in that first game, but only connected on 2 of them. They need Stokes for defense. Block shots. Bird now has it, gives it to Stewie. Stewart over Asia, hits it. 19-footer for Breanna Stewart. Again, leads all scorers. She now has 18. 38-36 Seattle. Wilson has it. Handoff to Jackie. Young has it. Still with the ball to Asia. Asia has it on the right baseline. Turnaround jumper. Good for Asia Wilson. Aces tie it back up at 38. Bird drives on Plum. Plum fouls her, and Bird's going to get 2 free throws. So Bird hustles down the court, went down the lane and drew the contact as Plum got her with a hip check. So Sue Bird to the free throw line, and that is Kelsey Plum's second personal foul. So Bird, first free throws of the night. First one good. Sue Bird only averages 8 points per contest, but she does average 6 assists, and she had 12 assists in game 1. So far, Bird tonight with 5 assists, and she hits both free throws. So she's on the board in the scoring column, and it's 40-38 Seattle, 7:40 to play. And there is a steal attempt by Breanna Stewart, and they're going to say foul on Stewart as Plum tried to drive down the lane. So Stewart swiped the ball but got Plum on the way. So Wilson will inbound in front of us here. And trigger to Gray. Gray wants a clear out to work on Jewel Lloyd. That's a little bit of a mismatch there. Asia's open for 3. That one's going to be long, off the mark, into the hands of Talbot. Here comes Seattle On the run, Stewart runs to the low block on the right side. Now kicks it over to Bird after she draws a double team. Ball swung back across court on the right side over to Lloyd. Inside to Stewart, over to Tina Charles. Score the bucket over Kia Stokes. 42-38, Seattle. Gray now brings it up to Plum. Plum step back three. That one's going to be long. Charles comes down with a rebound. Outlet pass to Bird. Bird nearly throws it away. Tipped by Plum. Back in the hands of Charles. Top of the key with Bird to Jewel Lloyd. She has it on the left wing. Stokes comes out on her. Lloyd penetrates right by her, no good. Asia Wilson with another rebound. She's got 9. Long outlet pass to Jackie Young. Jackie stops, fires. That one's going to be off the mark. Asia crashes the glass and puts it home. Nicely done by Wilson, running the floor. One of the few aces that's been going 94 feet here. We know Asia wants it. Who else wants it? 42-40 Seattle. There's a pass intercepted by Chelsea Gray. Bird tried to no-look pass to Stewart. Picked off. Here comes Chelsea. Looks left, looks right to Asia. All alone. Bucket good. Nicely done by Chelsea Gray and Asia Wilson running the floor. Great back-to-back possessions by the Aces. 42-all. Crowd, as you hear, chanting defense in full throat. Stewart throws up a wild shot. Rejected by Wilson. Third block for Asia. Stokes checks out. Williams checks in. Ace is going small again. Asia playing her heart out tonight. Sue Bird will inbound underneath their own hoop. Storm lobs it into Stewie. She ends up short. Maybe Stewart getting a little tired. She ended up short in a couple shots there. Goes with Quanta Williams. It's Bepe to the glass. She draws contact. Misses the shot, but she'll get 2 free throws. So Bay will go to the line. So Seattle now has 3 team fouls. Aces with 2. 5:48 remaining third quarter. So 2 shots for Bay. 86% free throw shooter. Asia getting a little water here in front of us. It'll be interesting to see how Becky Hammond uses the substitutions here in the second half. First free throw good by Williams and gives the Aces a lead, 43-42. Bay will try to make it 2 and does. Nothing but net. 44-42. Aces. Bird to Stewart at the top of the key. Back to Stewart. Bounce pass inside to Charles. Inside. Ball's ripped away from Talbot. By Gray to Williams. Back to Gray. You can see it now. Chelsea looking left. She's looking right. Rolls down the lane. Off the glass, and money won't change it. Aces by 4. Talbot has it. Inside to McNamara. Tries to work her way into Jackie. Jackie comes down with the rebound. Outlet pass to Gray. Aces got number 6, 4 on 3. It's Bay for 3. It's an air ball. A little too strong there. You can see the mojo really starting to turn. Brianna Stewart comes down, fires from 15 and nails it. Racehorse basketball now. Aces want that. They like that. Need that. But they got to have better shot selection. They're up by 2, 46-44. 4:45 to play in the third. Gray has it. Lloyd working on her. Gray inside to Asia. Asia follow-away jumper. Count that one over McNamara. Asia's taken over. 22 for Asia. She's got her number. 22 has 22. Long one for Stewart from 3, and she drains it. Becky can't believe it. Left open. Lead cut to 1 now. 48-47. Gray has it. Gray penetrates inside. Whips a pass inside to Wilson, but it's taken away by Lloyd. Outlet pass to Stewart. Stewart, ball is stopped. Good defense by Williams. Kicks it over, though. Talbot's open for 3. She drains it. Back-to-back threes. One from Stewart, one from Talbot. And now Seattle has regained the lead at 50-48. Turnovers by the Aces. That's what's led to this comeback by Seattle. Gray now has it. Gray, shake it, bake it, inside, too easy! Put the butter on the bread there and roll it over. Chelsea Gray faked out 3 Seattle defenders. We're tied at 50. Bird has it. Inside to McLemore, and Jackie Young is going to get probably called for this foul. And are they going to go Jackie? And they're going to say Raquana Williams on that foul. Timeout on the floor. 3:32 remaining. The Aces and the Storm were tied at 36 at halftime. We're now tied at 50.
This is Aces Basketball on ESPN Las Vegas.
Don't miss the William Hill Radio Show, hosted by Paul Howard. Now live every Friday from 6 to 7 p.m. at the William Hill Sportsbook inside Palms Casino Resort. He'll break down all the latest betting action, including the odds, matchups, and who bettors are backing the most. After the William Hill Radio Show, make the William Hill Sportsbook at Palms Casino Resort your home for betting with live, continuous in-game wagering. Don't miss the William Hill Radio Show every Friday from 6 to 7 p.m. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call or text 1-800-522-4700.
Football's back, and Rampart Casino's Race and Sportsbook is the place to be. Win even if your bet doesn't with play-action payouts. Earn drawing entries with each bet to score up to $500 cash every Tuesday at noon. Catch the action with $2 draft beers, $5 shots, and more. Get free food at Clubhouse Deli or buffet discounts with every $50 parlay card wager. Plus, we have 15-minute sports better parking to get your bets in fast. Rampart Casino, your home for play action and payouts.
Brakes Only Mobile Services Shop is where you are. But if it ain't broke, we don't want to fix it. Brakes Only will fix brakes on domestic and foreign cars, medium and heavy-duty trucks, and business fleets. Tires? Nope. Oil changes? Nope. We service brakes only. Call 888-493-3666 to set up your brake job now. Or visit us at brakesonly.net. We do not service bicycles, rollerblades, or construction equipment, as we could be crushed and it would be you to blame. We take cash, credit, Venmo, and Zelle. Tips and gift cards, prepaid cards, thank you cards with gift certificates to fast food joints or restaurants. We are ADA approved since we come to your place. We love pets and they may choose us over you. Juice boxes are our favorites.
Are you aware approximately 15% of all babies have complicated births? Time to make a difference. Positively Kids is here to help. Hello, I'm Fred Schultz, CEO of Positively Kids. For over 20 years, our local nonprofit has provided care to thousands of children in Southern Nevada. Our mission is to help children with critical healthcare needs so they can reach their full potential. Please visit positivelykids.org to find out more about the services we provide and how they may be able to help a child you know, or how you may be able to help us. Check out positivelykids.org.
Suicide is the second leading cause of death for Nevadans 8 to 24 years old. Is your child at risk? Look for the signs, and if they're struggling, get them help. Free resources are available at mentalhealthresourcesnv.org.
Let's rejoin Aces Basketball with TC Martin on ESPN Las Vegas.
Aces and the Storm. Game number 2 of this best of 5 WNBA semifinals here on the home court of the Aces, the Michelob Ultra Arena. Don't forget, the series now shifts to Seattle on Sunday. Join us on ESPN Las Vegas for the road playoff games. So all your games from here on out on ESPN Las Vegas. Sunday, 1 o'clock, 12:30 pregame show. Game 3. Game 4, if necessary, will be on Tuesday in Seattle. So we look forward to that. And we know that Seattle will be jumping with 18,000 fans there. Aces got 10,000 their capacity, and we got ourselves a good one here. We're tied at 50 with 3.5 minutes to play in the third. Here comes Seattle off the timeout. Breanna Stewart's going to try one immediately. It's a long 3, rims out, no good. And Raquana Williams comes down with the rebound. Here come the Aces now with a chance to retake the lead. We've had 6 lead changes here tonight and 5 ties. Plum now penetrates inside, a wild thing by Plum there. Looked like she beat Stephanie Talbot, and she just was trying to get contact instead of just focusing on finishing the play. So here come Seattle with Stewart. McLemore, she has it, penetrates on Chelsea. Chelsea spins it away, and on the ground goes McLemore, and she's tied up by Young and Gray, and we're going to have a tie-up here. So Chelsea Gray, she knows when to pick her spots and who she can try to steal that ball from. And McLemore is one she could. So McLemore, 6'6". jumping up with Chelsea Gray at 6 foot. Mecklenburg is going to win the tip. It's stolen by Wilson, but then it's on the ground and Talbot gets it. Stewart fires along 3 as the shot clock expires. No good. And Gray comes down with a rebound to Jackie. Jackie now has it. Top of the key. Back to Gray. Aces trying to retake the lead. 2:25 to play in the third. Gray's open for 3. Chelsea Gray with the dagger. Gray for 3. A little Chicago Blackhawk reference there, if you know what I mean, huh? Chelsea's dagger. 53-50 Aces. Nothing but net for Gray. Lloyd has it top of the key. Looks for Talbot. Talbot goes inside to Stewie. Stewie gets tied up. 3 guards down there. Plum, Williams, Gray, and Stewart's frustrated. Throws the ball behind her in disgust, and we got to have a jump ball. It'll be Gray and Stewie again. And Asia did a great job of stealing that last jump ball. Got in front of Mecklenburg, and now Mecklenburg exits, so Seattle's going to be small because Charles isn't in there either. So Brian January comes in, so we'll see if Gray, the former teammates on Team USA, the gold medalists, see who gets the jump, and Stewart does. Tips it back to January. Bounce pass to Stewie. Stewie fires one up wildly. No good. Shot clock violation. Stewart fired up an air ball. So Stewart has been shut down, believe it or not, here in the second half. She's got 23 points. The majority of that came in the first half. 154 in the third. Aces have a 3-point lead and the basketball. KP dribbles it up court. KP with a right-hand dribble. Still has it. Asia gives her a pick. Now draws a double team. Plum finds Gray. She's open in the corner to Bay. Shot fake. Stop. Pop. No good, but Bay gets her own rebound. Bay looks for help. Back to Gray. Inside to Asia. Asia working on Talbot. Fall away. Instead, shuffles her feet, kicks it to Jackie, and Jackie Young steps out of bounds. So a little sloppy. It looked like Asia was going to take the shot, and in midair threw it to Jackie Young in the right corner. Jackie caught it, but her right foot was out of bounds. So turnover for the Aces. So it was kind of similar to the way the final possession of the first half went when the Aces had a chance to take the lead and didn't get a quality shot off. That happened there. Here comes Seattle with January to Talbot. Talbot working on Jackie. Back to January. She's going to try a 3. Back rim, no good. Tipped around into the hands of Wilson. Double-digit rebound for Asia. It's her 11th. Here comes Asia. Coast to coast, board to board. Off the glass and ring it up for the MVP. 55-50. Aces have equaled their largest lead. January inside to Jewel Lloyd, ripped away like a thief in the night. Raquana Williams to Gray, and Gray turns it back over. Jewel Lloyd has it. 2-on-1 to Stewart. Stewart fires it up, misses the shot, fouled by Williams. So the Aces had a chance there, but Chelsea Gray turned it over as she crossed midcourt. So Brianna Stewart will go to the free throw line. She's 1 for 1. Had a 3-point play opportunity earlier. And she'll get the shoot it up twice. 23 points, 6 rebounds for Brianna Stewart. Who's going to get the MVP? Will it be Wilson? Will it be Stewart? We'll find out in a few days. Stewart hits the first free throw. So Talbot leaves. Epiphany Prince, the former Las Vegas Ace from 3 seasons ago, comes back in for Seattle. And Stewart hits that one. 55-52. Aces with a 3-point lead, and Plum's racing it up the court. Aces try to go 2 for 1 here to close the quarter. Plum penetrates inside, kicks it over to Jackie. Jackie has it, stops, fires. That one's going to be off the mark. And the ball is loose. Raquana Williams takes it away, gives it to Asia. And Asia almost loses it. 10 seconds of the shot clock. 18 on the game clock. Gray has it. Chelsea fires and gets the ball rejected by Brianna Stewart. So she tried to go up and under on Stewart. That's not going to work. Again, the Aces just a little bit out of control here in these last couple possessions. They got to be careful now. They'll inbound underneath their own hoop with 3 on the shot clock. 12 in the quarter. Jackie Young will fire inbounds, looking for Asia. Asia's got to do something with it. She's going to fire from 3. Asia Wilson, boom, shaka-laka, laka, boom. There's a steal by Plum in the backcourt with 6 seconds, and KP gets the steal and gets the bucket, and the Aces have opened up an 8-point lead. Epiphany Prince throws the ball away, and the horn sounds at the end of 3, and the Aces have turned this sucker around. In the 3, 10 minutes to go. Las Vegas 60, Seattle 52. You're listening to Aces Basketball Hit on ESPN Las Vegas.
It's the Aces Radio Network on ESPN Las Vegas.
Running a business gets more complicated every year, so you need a trusted advisor in your corner, especially when it comes to your workers' comp program. Pro Group Management has been helping Nevada's self-insured businesses for over 20 years. Whether your business is retail, trucking, building, agriculture, or auto, our team has the expertise to make sure your coverage meets your needs, and at a price that fits your budget. Our award-winning team keeps track of all the important regulatory issues that impact your business. We help with safety, compliance, and inspections, because that's what you should expect from a trusted business partner. Find out how to have Pro Group Management work for you. Visit our website at pgmnv.com to receive a free cost savings analysis now. That's pgmnv.com, or call our Las Vegas office at 702-740-4380. Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
Don't miss the William Hill Radio Show, hosted by Paul Howard. Now live every Friday from 6 to 7 p.m. at the William Hill Sportsbook inside Palms Casino Resort. He'll break down all the latest betting action, including the odds, matchups, and who bettors are backing the most. After the William Hill Radio Show, make the William Hill Sportsbook at Palms Casino Resort your home for betting with live, continuous, and game wagering. Don't miss the William Hill Radio Show every Friday from 6 to 7 p.m. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call or text 1-800-522-4700.
Since 1927, Volvo has made cars safe, personal, and sustainable. With soaring fuel prices, there's never been a better time to discover the new extended-range Volvo T8 hybrids. The new Volvo plug-in hybrids provide the benefits of a full electric vehicle, while also having a gas engine for those longer trips. Visit the brand new Finley Volvo Cars Las Vegas, located in the Southwest at Rainbow in the 215, and online at finleyvolvo.com.
Suicide is the second leading cause of death for Nevadans 8 to 24 years old. Is your child at risk? Look for the signs, and if they're struggling, get them help. Free resources are available at mentalhealthresourcesnv.org.
Hey, this is Becky Hammond, head coach of the Las Vegas Aces, and you're listening to Las Vegas Aces basketball on ESPN Las Vegas.
The Aces have turned it up a notch, outscoring the Seattle Storm 24-16 in that third period. After we were tied at 36, the Aces put on a nice little run there at the end of the quarter. We were tied at 50, and the Aces have went on a nice little 10-2 run. Asia Wilson showing you why she's the MVP. And we knew that she wasn't going to have two subpar games after only an 8-point performance in game one. She's got 27 now to lead all scorers. Brianna Stewart, 25 for Seattle. And Chelsea Gray doing her thing. 17 points for the Aces. Kelsey Plum with 9. So the Aces with an 8-point lead will start the fourth quarter with the basketball. Gray brings it up, gives it to Stokes. Stokes back to the bucket, back to Gray. Gray now has it. Backing down, Brianne January, still backing her down. Looks over for Bay for 3. Back rim, no good. Stokes rips the ball away, gets the rebound to KP. You know she wants to get going. There goes KP, slices to the hoop and draws contact. KP high-fiving people in the front row. And the Aces got a chance to go up double digits. So Plum will go to the free throw line. Plum 3 for 4 tonight there at the charity stripe. First one hits. And Plum will try to give the Aces the double-digit lead. A little slow going for the Aces in the first half, but they dialed it up in the third quarter. And Plum hits the second. 62-52. Just underway here, fourth quarter. Packed house, 10,000 plus in the house at the Michelob Ultra Arena. Playoff basketball at its finest. The number 1 seed, the Aces, and the number 4 seed, the Seattle Storm. And there's Breanna Stewart, turnaround jumper, no good, into the hands of Jackie Young. Back to Gray. Gray now with the left-hand dribble at the top of the key. Behind the back, Chelsea stops, fires, back rim, no good from 24 feet. And Breanna Stewart comes down with a rebound. That would have been a huge dagger. Prince now has it. Prince to January. Ace is doing a good job on Stewart down low.